I never thought the day would come. I never thought the day would come. 3 years of playing this, and it's finally over. Ladies and gentlemen, I finished Jack X Racing. Let's go! Finally! Took this long. So many shocking things that happened in the ending. My God. Now on to the last game. Yeah. And that's it for Jack and Dexter. Let's go. What's up, guys? Vince Rider here. And I'm still trying to get gold on everything in the game, even though I don't need to. It's just a lot of fun. I realize, like, why people that at least I heard from the grapevine that this, Jack X Combat Racing is better than Jack Tree. And I'm like, what? That's bananas. That's bananas. No strawberries. No smoothies. That's bananas. And I'm like, maybe that is true. There's a part of me, maybe it's the racing aspect, and pretty much, of course, from what I heard, the people that work on Crash Team Racing on the PS1 actually work on this. If so, oh, okay. If I heard that before, I would expect big things, but I did not know that. And maybe there's a part of me where that is somewhat, where I can see that. I don't know. Combat racing is not a genre that I would usually be into much. But, here we are. I play this game because of the story, because it leads up to the final game, at least. I mean, from what I heard, Jack 1 to 3, that's it. That's kind of like the story itself from what I heard. But at the same time, I'm almost done. When I'm done with this, I'm playing the last Jack game, which, to be honest, I'm kind of forgetting. I mean, what is it called? The Lost Legacy? No, I'm just gonna call it the final Jack game. Okay? Because after that, I don't know what's gonna happen to the series. I don't know if I'm gonna see it again. I don't know if Sony is gonna bring it back for the nostalgia, because we love nostalgia. But a lot of things could happen within the series. I just letting you know that I finish it. Okay? Also, yeah, I play it on the emulation itself. What do you want from me? From what I heard, it's the best way, because I've been hearing, different things here and there about the freaking like memory card glitch during the PS2 days or something like that. I do have the physical game, okay? I do have the physical Jack X Combat Racing. I just want to let you know, because it's not every day I'm buying like freaking PS2 games here and there. I have more PS3 games, but at the same time, when it comes to PS1, PS2, oh, that's a rare breed. Do you know how expensive they are? I probably spent a good penny on this, or maybe, a cheap amount. I mean, there was a part of me where I probably didn't spend that much on it. But at the same time, it's good just to say that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have it. And it's true. Also, I remember that, like, when you finish Ratchet, because I did finish Ratchet Deadlock, and pretty much I have that in the save or something. I heard that can also unlock when you play Jack X Combat Racing as well, or at least finish it. I forget how, but basically, if you own two games and they're both on the save files, you can unlock Ratchet inside of Jack X Combat Racing, which I haven't really played yet. I'm still finishing the game, but at the same time, yeah, you can actually play Ratchet in a racing game, which I never seen Ratchet in a racing game before. I mean, Ratchet had some racing mechanics here and there in some of its previous games, but that sounds pretty cool. I mean, the closest to a, Ratchet and X Jack, collab, something that should happen for sure. But here we are on Jack X Combat Racing in 2026. But yeah, this game is so good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, when you complete it, when you 100%, I heard it, you get like I don't know, certain difficulty or something. I mean, that could be a bonus video later on. But overall, this game it's really good. I can see why. I prefer the platforming mechanics when it comes to the Jack series. So playing a racing game is kind of like off the beaten path for me. But at the same time, I enjoyed it either way. I feel like it took time to grow it on me. And also, I just want to say this. It took me a while to finish this. A long time. A long time. There is still, especially being a completionist, I want to get gold on everything. So that's also a reason. It took me a long time, and I still haven't unlocked all gold, or at least got all gold. I mean, there's a few silvers here and there, nothing crazy, but yeah, I want to get gold on everything, so that's what I'm trying to do. And since it's like start follow up, I kind of have to finish it, and it took like 3 years to actually get. I remember like I downloaded the game like a while ago, and here I am finishing it. Like I'm just imagining it would take longer. It would take longer if I don't have save states. Like having save states, like even though it didn't help like much or anything, it still would have took longer if I like. Can you imagine like if I had to deal with that freaking memory card glitch? That would be a pain. And I finally finished it, and there's a part of me was like, well, there's still more. I feel, at least that's what I feel like, or maybe this game grew on me. In the middle of as I was playing this, I was not having a good time. I was like, why are we playing this? This is not, freaking, like what is it called? Twisted Metal. And here I am playing Twisted Metal. I guess, some people love Twisted Metal for sure. I never really grew up with Twisted Metal, nor play the games, if I gotta be honest. But I can only imagine this is the closest equivalent to it. But still, it's like, I want to play Jack. I want to do the freaking board mechanics, the hoverboard thing, the platforming, the shooting, the thing, you know what I mean? Whatever, I guess here we are with the combat racing, but then I guess here we are. And there's a part of me where like, it's not really a bad game. It's just that when it comes to any racing game, maybe I was over fatigued with racing games because I had a bunch of racing games that I had to play during that time because I was hungry for some racing goodness. Or maybe I was trying to build this sense of like, like practice or something for Jack X Combat Racing. Because out of any other racing game, this is the hardest racing game that I ever played. It is like not easy. Doesn't hold your hand. You're just shooting here and there. And I feel like there's a part of me where it's a very much more adult. I like how overall with all the Jack games, you start to see them mature much more as the games grew, as the series goes. I mean, I feel like that's definitely for other games as well, like Ratchet and Clank. You start to see them mature a bit more as time goes, especially with Sly Cooper and so on and so on. But yeah, for this game like that, I mean, I do enjoy it. It took me a while to actually play it. And there was a part of me where I keep noticing the atmosphere. I was like, man, I've been playing this game for a while, and I guess I'm leaving. It's kind of like I've been staying in this one apartment, and then I guess I'm finding a new apartment, I mean, that's a crazy analogy, but you know what I mean. Yeah. And also, like, the vehicles, like, the one mission I don't like is the vehicles coming at you. I'm like, golly, what is that mission? What is that? That's the one thing I probably don't like about this, that kind of, like, just, decrease points for me, in a sense. And also, like, at least one thing that I do enjoy, there's a bunch of missions here and there, but I love that race. Like killing like, what? Why am I bashing through them? Is something I don't like. But when it comes down to actually, racing through and shooting enemies and stuff like that, oh yeah, that's where games goes. Yeah, it does have that arcadey, sense to it. Even though, like, there's a part of me where the vehicles, or at least the gameplay, seems a bit hefty, like heavier. Like, these are some heavy vehicles for sure. I can guarantee you. Like, there's something about that which explains the explosion for sure. It doesn't matter where you're at in the map. If you're first or second, you're still gonna get killed. There's still like that zooming blast or whatever it is that they use on you. And also the enemies or the characters, I love it. Getting each characters and their dialogue in, you get the whole package of that. You get to almost, like, in some sense, live in the world, because there's so many cutscenes and so many, like, dialogue here and there from the characters. It's like, it's a treat that, yeah, these are characters. I wish they moved on, kind of like Sonic and Mario, but here we are. We have, I just wish that Jack continue on. It would be cool to see these characters and see new ones. And you kind of see new ones in this game, especially from the enemies, stuff that, enemies that I never seen before that are part of the Jack universe. But it's, yeah, Ashlyn, Rain. I know Rain was, something, but, I at least I got Rain, and also I got some of the other characters. I'm mainly talking about the female characters. Of course I am. They kind of really did bring in. And some of the male characters too. I love Sig. I can't get enough of Sig. You know what I mean? And also, yeah, it's just so vast within the world. And my goodness, with the amount of speed or something, lots of boosting, that's for sure in the game. I'm trying to really close my remarks before I get into the spoilers. Can I just say this? Rain, the daughter of Crew, I did not know about that until the end. And also, someone that came out of nowhere, like, as a future villain. Like, where the Rain came from? I believe one of the newest characters that actually did show her character a bit more. And also, we got to reveal that JT Blitz, the antagonist that I didn't really care much about. I'm like, whatever, dude, you're evil, I guess, and you have long hair, you're the host or something. But yeah, he's the antagonist, which is not a surprise. But also, the, like, Rain's husband? Question mark? So Rain is the one we're gonna go up against in the later games. That's crazy. And also JT Blitz happens to be Mizzo. I forget who Mizzo was in the beginning. So I thought that might be some information that is important. But yeah, pretty much we defeated JT Blitz, tried to steal the poison out of us, and we, or at least still the cure for the poison. That's what I meant to say. And we got the cure, everything was cool, but actually Rain was the one that actually brainstormed this, all from Crew. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up to actually see what we're up against in the later game. At least that's what I like to think. We're gonna see freaking Rain in the next game. I don't freaking know, man. I haven't really downloaded yet. Anyways, but this game itself is a lot of fun. It's a treat. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna miss it. Give it a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but the story and the content I got out of it, and also all the stuff that I unlocked later, you know what? It's worth a treat. I feel like you needed that. There's not a lot of games where I'm like, man, it didn't really was something like when it was like, when I first played it, but later on, it starts to make me feel things, I guess. Anyway, see you guys when I see you. One love, peace. And yeah, Jak X Combat Racing completed. Not 100% it, but completed. No freaking way. I got it all. I got gold on everything. Look at that. It's 60 by 60, which means if you see it right here, it's all gold. All... Hold on, let's go back here. This is, yep, all gold right here. We're gonna go to the other one. Starts glitching. Emulator is not. I don't know what's happening actually. Gold on gold. Look at that. All gold. So now, wonder what I get for all this gold. I wonder. I mean, yeah, basically you just get, hero mode, which is a much more harder, like difficulty, which I'm like, okay, that's it. That's what I get for all gold. But also, here it is. This is the physical right here. Safe to say that I did own the game. Yeah, no manual. That still kind of gets me. But here's the game. If I, for whatever reason, played it, or for whatever reason, find a PS2 in the future, then I guess this is it. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, Jak X Combat Racing. Done.